Hey! So, welcome to Pixie. I haven't done one of these in a while, and that's because, I've been very busy, and...
Liar.
I have been busy. I'm not joking. So, for those of you guys who are new to Pixie, this is typically my segment, my time. I get to talk about stuff that typically does makeup and hair and other random topics, and hopefully soon DIYs. So yes, Karma won't be in these, so unless it's like
I'm so sorry.
Well, she is here, but she's reading something. Hey. So typically this is where you will see me at my cleanest, and also
Well, you're not clean with me, Emily? Gosh.
Right, now loud. Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna read. I'll be quiet.
Yeah. So, typically this, if you guys are into beauty and cosmetics and health tips and really crappy lighting and no cursing, then you'll like Pixlee. If you like more advice on peace and how to feel, like how to go about your day and not feel terrible, or if you just feel like you need like a good friend to listen to or something, go check out Karma's segments called Good Karma, Bad Karma. So yeah. Alright, so let's get started. So this video is called hair growth. Now we won't be called Pixie, probably not too much longer, or I don't know, I might keep the title.
Because you're just a little pixie. Sorry. You know you always wanted to be a fairy.
Actually, I always wanted to be a mermaid.
Well, mermaid fairies, you could be a mer fairy.
Okay, so I am having to accept the fact that I no longer have a pixie cut anymore. It is now a pixie bob. So I'm going to tell you guys my secrets on how I grew out my hair. It's really no secret. So if you guys are trying to grow out your hair a couple more inches, or maybe even a bit more, or if you're trying to grow a pixie cut, then just keep watching. So tip number 1, this is the one that everybody hates for some odd reason, but I like it. So don't wash your hair as often. This is gonna sound super gross, but I will give a good explanation why you should not wash your hair. So
I'm really waiting for a really good explanation. It's better not disappoint me.
I only wash my hair, this is gonna sound super gross, either once or twice a month. And I'm going to say why. Typically people can go like every other day, but if you guys have to like individually like straighten extremely naturally curly hair and like section it off, and if it's like so thick and coarse like mine is, then you're gonna try to avoid having water touching all this beautifulness for as long as you possibly can, or else it just goes poof. And
balls. I'm sorry, I can't help but comment.
Did you just say trust balls?
No, I said poof balls.
Oh, I thought...
Gosh, I'm gonna get your head out of the gutter. Okay, I'm gonna put headphones in so I'll finally shut up.
Yeah, probably would help. So, and I'm gonna tell you why you shouldn't wash your hair a lot. So, your hair has natural oils in it, and that is like really precious. Like, think of it as like liquid gold. Okay, you don't want to give it up. And shampoos and conditioners typically contain sulfates and silicons that strip your hair of its natural oils, and it dries it out. And then you, when you wash your hair, your scalp's gonna be like, oh crap, she's washing her hair. Now I gotta reproduce more so that way your hair can have life. So that's basically what happens. So that's why try to avoid washing your hair for as long as you possibly can. I typically try to go as long as I possibly can, unless the mom or the boyfriend tells me otherwise, that my hair smells terrible and I need to wash it. So typically like a body spray or other stuff that you use, like just spritz it in your hair after you've styled it and it will make it smell better. Now this is pretty rare for a teenager to overcome body odor like this early, because I'm only 15, but I've overcome my body odor, so I don't smell at all. Like, I used to smell like really, really bad, but now I don't. Like, you can't even tell. I don't even wear deodorant anymore, because I don't smell. So my hair doesn't really smell as potent as it would if I hadn't had overcome it. You can achieve this by exercising a lot. I walk a lot, at least like a few hours a day, and that really helps. That also leads into tip number 2, which is exercise. The more you exercise, the more you're going to sweat, and your scalp will produce more oil, which will, like I said, help nourish and make the follicles moisturized, and it will help grow it out. So that's one thing that you can do in leading into that. Now, tip number 3 is hats are going to be your best friend. I've never had this phase, but this is a phase, and it's called the mullet phase, and that's typically for girls who have like pin straight hair, and like mine, my hair grows from the front and then the back grows really slow. Typically for girls with straight hair, the back grows really fast and the front grows really slow. Mine just like builds and poofs, so I either have to spike it out or flat iron it to pieces, and that damages it. I used to use a flat iron every day. Now I use it like once every 3 days to a week. So that's how you can do it. But wear a beanie. They really do come in handy, especially if your hair gets fluffy in the back or in the front. You can pull it over your bangs, you can push your bangs in there. And I one time wore a beanie every day for 7 months. The first time I was growing out my hair, and that actually helped because my hair was like to here, and but it kept on getting like really wet, and also it was like during the summer and it was really hot, and that was before I dyed my hair brown and it was black, so dark hair absorbs heat, so I told my mom, cut it as short as you can, so that's what she did, and I grew back in like the next month. So it really didn't matter. Also, it was a terrible haircut. That's why we don't have any pictures of that. I looked bald with a mohawk. Thank God I had hats. So that's it. Tip number 4 is take hair, skin, and nail vitamins. These are biotin supplements. So you can pick these up literally anywhere. They're not cheap, but they are worth it. This little bottle right here, which is about a 3-month supply, or I'm sorry, not 3 months, 4-month supply of biotin, that cost about $4.29. And if you actually see this bottle, it's actually ridiculously small. You can get like the bigger ones. So I take about 2 or 3 of these a day, and I take one in the morning as soon as I wake up because I have them on my dresser, and then I take one in the afternoon, like late afternoon after dinner, and then I take one before I go to bed at 2:30 at night. So, you know, I am going to tell you the downsides of biotin. It takes about a month and a half for it to get into your system, and or a month and a half to 10 weeks to get into your system, but then you really start seeing it kick in, and then you'll be like, whoa, wow, my hair is growing like an inch a week. That's amazing. And the downside is it does make everything grow. So leg hair becomes darker and more coarser, armpit hair becomes darker and coarser, and my friend actually told me that she never had to get like her upper lip waxed or nared until she started taking biotin. But she's been taking biotin for like 6 years, and she has hair so long, like it's past her knees. So, so as soon as I start getting a mustache,
Working a mustache? Sorry, I pulled my headphone out and I heard mustache. I'm like,
as soon as I start growing a mustache, I'm gonna stop taking biotin. But I did notice.
no, keep it, and then you can like shave it. You can make cool pictures out of it. I'm sleep deprived. Shut up.
Read your book.
I am. But I pulled my headphone out because it was hurting my ear, and I heard mustache, and I was instantly intrigued.
Okay.
You look good with a mustache. Don't let the mustache grow.
Yeah,
Emily?
PewDiePie.
What did you just do?
Finger mustache.
Oh, I thought you flipped me off. It's in a weird way. I'm like,
I'm being good. Alright, tip number 5, and this one is cool. Get a good brush and some coconut oil. I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. This is called the Inversion Method. I am way too lazy to do it for the full week. There are people who have done the Inversion Method and have grown at least 2 to 5 inches of hair in less than a week. Now, I know what you're thinking, Emily, that is bull. And I'm just, it does work. Because there was one time I did it for 2 weeks. And that was back last May, when I had managed to grow my hair to about jaw length all the way. And then it was that time when I wanted to get it all cut off. I'm such an idiot. I really am. But it does work. So what you do is you buy coconut oil. I don't have mine with me because it's a little baggy and it looks really gross because it's like really hot and we're under like all these hot lamps. Like I'm sweating under this. So you're gonna go buy yourself some coconut oil. I'll just have Karma insert a picture, say here, of a bottle of coconut oil. You can go find those Walmart, Target, I want to say, Whole Foods, Publix. It's like a new thing for cooking, but go check out Walmart. It's super cray expensive also. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a microwave safe pot, or wherever you call it. I call it a pot, you can call it a mug, whatever. I one time heated some coconut oil in one of my mom's plastic pots in the microwave, and I heated it up too long, like literally the bottom of the pot was like bubbling, so I'm like, nope. So whenever you do this, make sure that you use a glass pot or else you will ruin it. So take a tablespoonful of coconut oil and pop that in the microwave. It depends on how long your hair is. I'm talking about for short hair like mine. Pop it in the microwave, heat it up, and then going to take it, and this is the inversion method, so you're going to let it cool, and then you're going to dip your fingers in it, and then you're going to massage it onto your scalp for about 2 minutes just to work all the coconut oil in your hair. And then after the 2 minutes is up, you're going to go lie down with like your head back. So you can either like do it like in between your legs, like you can sit up like this and do it in between your legs, or you can do what I do, turn your body around and lie back on the edge of your bed, and then you're going to massage all over your scalp non-stopping for 4 minutes. You're going to do that with your head upside down. This is going to increase blood flow to your head, and I've heard of mothers doing this to their babies with baby oil, and but like holding like the baby's head like forward like this, and then massaging it, and it increases hair growth in infants.
oh, that's what Jenny does to Isabel.
Yeah. So if you like massage the head,
She's bald. Just like my dad.
just takes after your father.
But she's like And she's looking like a middle-aged man because she has a giant bald spot. And there's hair that looks like it's receding, but it's actually growing.
Oh my god.
It's adorable.
So, thank you for that. So you can do that, and then what you're gonna do is don't flip your head back. Like, don't be like, wow, that was amazing! You are going to, like, you've had your head upside down for 4 minutes straight, okay? You are going to, like, I've already gotten a headache just from doing that, and my head wasn't even facing down. So it's like, do it, like, really slowly, or else it's gonna hurt really badly. It doesn't really hurt me all that much. I don't know why. I guess because I'm used to it, but you do that, then do it really slowly. Coconut oil is not like olive oil. It won't leave your hair like greasy or anything. It's just gonna make your hair look very wet, and then it's going to make it look like you came out of the shower. So it could be like, yeah, Mom, I totally showered. And then you can just flat iron it, and trust me, like, I never used coconut oil before up until like a few days ago. I mean, not a few days ago, a few weeks ago. The best hair straighten my hair's ever looked. Like, it looks like keratin smooth. That's how good it is. So just pick up yourself up some coconut oil. If your coconut oil starts, like, if it comes in solid form, if it's like straight up white, and it comes in solid form, but then someday you'll like see like this like watery looking thing floating on top, don't worry. Coconut oil is not like regular oil. It'll come in a hardened state, and then it depends on where your climate is or where you keep it. Don't keep it in the refrigerator because it does something to it, and it's never the same. Always leave it in a dark pantry, room temperature. So, or else you're gonna do something to it, I don't know, but my friend who does use coconut oil on her hair, said don't do it, because she ruined hers and it started to smell and it didn't work and it was really weird. And it never melted after that, so she had to throw it away. So that was literally $16 in the trash. It's like, heck, I could go rip up $16 and save me time. The brush, this is what I do for a few minutes before I go to bed. I brush everywhere, especially in the back, in the front, and then it stimulates blood flow. So get a good brush with these little like round tip bristles and just like kind of like run it through for a few minutes. Okay. And now my sixth and final tip is make your own shampoo and conditioner. I don't use store-bought shampoos and conditioners. I make my own. I'm still trying to work on making it smell better because it does not smell good at all. So what you do is you mix coconut oil and castor oil together and you run it through your hair, and then you leave it in there for about 5 minutes while you're in the shower, so that gives you time to shave everything, wash, scrub, and you rinse it out, and then it stinks really badly. Then on the ends of your hair, you take coconut oil, and then you run it towards the ends of your hair, and then you're going to leave that in for another additional 5 minutes, and then turn your water onto the coldest temperature that you can possibly handle, and then you're going to rinse it all out, and that's going to seal your cuticle, and it's going to, because like when you're going through a bad breakout and your mom has always told you put a hot washcloth over it because it's going to open your pores, the same thing's with your hair. So it's like, and you want your pores to be closed so that way it'll have time to refresh itself. So I typically wash my hair at like the last minute, so that way I'll have time to do that, and that way I won't have to sacrifice my heated body for that. And by then, since I already shower like really hot, it actually feels really good to wash it cold. So yeah, those were all my tips. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So leave a comment on whatever you want me to talk about, and hopefully we can get back into the swing of things of doing Pixie more often. So, yeah, make sure to go check out some of our other videos and leave Emily. So, yeah.
Okay, bye.